Hello guys, and welcome to my YouTube channel once again. So in this particular video, I want to show you a trade I took on Crash 1000 index because it's something you can also do. And if you're able to do it, guys, you'll be able to make some good profit on a regular basis. You make some good profit. All right. Sorry, I have to flip this. Good. All right. So I had to go to the daily time frame, just like you've seen. This Crash 1000 index is one of my favorite pairs. All right, so I had to go to Crash 1000 index. On getting to Crash 1000 index, I saw that the market closed yesterday on a very strong support zone, a zone where the market has been buying from for the past few weeks, or let's say months, not really months. All right, so you can see this is the support zone, guys. You can see that each time market gets to this zone, if each time market gets to this zone, it has always been buying. All right, so let's check. Let me get the arrow line tool. Okay, so you can see the market bought from here, bought again, then it came back here yesterday. All right, so yesterday's candlestick closed here and rejected this zone. All right, so you can see these are indication the market is actually going to buy again. So on seeing this on a daily time frame, I decided to quickly go down to the 4-hourly time frame so I can get a very good entry. All right, so I'm going to the 4-hourly time frame. You can see how the market closed. The closing on the 4-hourly time frame is even more perfect. We can see the rejection. The rejection started from this other candlesticks. Market has been rejecting and rejecting till after this one. This one really hit the zone, then rejected, then closed bearish. All right, and even the wick of this previous candlestick is almost below the body. We have this body right here, the close of this other 4-hourly candlestick. All right, so you can see the market started buying immediately. All right, so how did I get my entry? How did I get my entry? My entry, I had to go down to a much lower time frame. I had to go to a much lower time frame. I think on the 15 minutes time frame is where I saw the opportunity. All right, so I noticed this engulfing candlestick setup, which my students really understand. The engulfing candlestick setup on the 15 minutes time frame. Why I actually entered, because I saw it was on the zone. The rejection was on the zone. All right, so I waited for the market to, I noticed this structure the market was creating here. I used to tell you guys, once you notice this kind of structure, once the market is forming anything that looks like this while it was selling nicely, then you see some kind of movement like this, understand the market is actually ready to change direction. All right, and this is happening on a strong zone. This is happening on a strong zone. So for the fact that I'm saying this on a strong zone, I actually did not immediately enter the trade on this engulfing candlestick setup here. I did not enter the trade on this engulfing candlestick setup. So I waited for the market to just close above here. Then I entered the trade. My stop loss was just below here in case the market decides to pull back. All right, so you can see the market bought and bought. So my TP was based on the 4-hourly time frame. It was around this zone. So I decided to take my profit somewhere around here. So it gave me so much massive profit. I made over $370 with losses of 2.0 for two positions, two or three positions, no, two positions, yes, for this particular pair. So it gave me so much massive profit. All right, so these things are the same things you can always be doing on a regular basis. All you need to do is to find this kind of setup. This kind of setups, you may not find it on a particular pair. You can just go to another pair. All right, let's say this is Crash 1000 index, then you just look for a consolidation or a zone where the market has been buying from on a higher time frame, like maybe a daily time frame like this. You notice market has been buying around this zone, so you wait for the market to get there. Once market gets to that zone, check out for the reaction of the market on that zone. Then you know the market is going to sell. You find your entry, just like right here now on the resistance side of the market. If you bring this, you will see that market has been selling from this zone. Actually, you can see market has been really selling from this zone. So what do? You wait for the market to get to this zone. On market getting to this zone, you look out for some chart patterns or candlestick patterns that all make you understand the market is going to sell. All right, so once the market gets to this zone, you find your one and it gives you that confirmation. Like here, you saw there was a rejection here. You saw there was a very nice rejection here. Then you notice a rejection here too. You can just enter your sell trade, put your stop loss just above this high. Then or depending on the time frame you're taking your entry, the lower the time frame, the more better the entry, and your stop loss is going to be far smaller. All right, so you see, you make some nice profit. All right, so it is very important that we take note of this. Support and resistance still work. They work so much well that only those who do not know how to trade it just feel support and resistance do not work. And when you feel support and resistance do not work, then it means you have to keep looking out for things that work. In fact, I just believe many of the strategies we have here are built on support and resistance. No matter what name is given to that zone, there is a support, there is a resistance. If you like, call it a fair value gap. It will literally form a support on a resistance zone. Another block is a support and also a resistance zone, all of them. All right, so if you can understand support and resistance, then you also add those little ones that those little other stuff, maybe concepts like the other blocks and fair value gaps. They can help you a whole lot. You see, your trading experience will be different, and let alone you even understand the indicator, using indicators like in the video I did, the last three or so, I think about three videos I did. If you understand this price action, then you understand how do we call it, indicators, how to use, you can combine them perfectly well. You'll be so much profitable in the market. Mind you, no strategy is 100%, but if you have a good strategy, you trust me, you're going to be more profitable than you used to be. All right, so those are those things. Because for example, now let's say you know how to use the how do we call it, let's say the divergence I shared in my last video with the MACD. All right, so let's say we are having a equal lows here. This is a strong support zone. Then unfortunately on the, or let's say fortunately on your MACD, you notice MACD, instead of creating equal lows here too, is creating a lower low. This is the first low, then it created a lower low on MACD. So once there is a divergence at that point, so you can see that it's an indication the market is actually going to buy. So if you see that and you combine, considering where you are finding the market, yeah, the market is actually going to buy. The same thing is applicable here on this resistance zone. If market buys to this zone, then on getting to this zone, you notice that the market has created a lower high. That on market getting to here, then you notice a lower high on your MACD. Meaning here the market is creating, maybe let's say market creates an equal high or a higher high, then it creates a lower high here on your MACD. Trust me, the market would want to sell. Even if the market broke out of this zone, then trust me, that particular candlestick will most likely, or that daily candlestick here, on the daily time frame, the market will, let me just say, you most likely sell back to just leave a wick at the top and close down here, which is an indication it is actually going to sell. So if you understand price action and you combine it with indicators, you'll be very profitable. It's a very powerful skill, guys. It's a very powerful skill. And you also understand the chart patterns, like I used to say. Just looking at this chart on the 4-hourly time frame, you notice the market has been creating lower highs and lower lows, which also indicates the market is actually going to sell. All right, so if we have something like this, so we can just put our trend lines just like this. All right, then we have another trend line somewhere here. This is an indication. If you understand our continuation strategy, this is an indication the market will be buying, will be breaking out to the upside. So these buys that the market is actually doing right now, it might continue till it breaks to, it will possibly get to this zone right here. All right, so you just take note of the internal resistances and supports. All right, the internal zones, just take note of those. Then there's another one here, and there is a zone here. Actually right now you can see there's a zone here which market has reacted previously and is reacting now, guys. All right, if you check on your MACD, you might find a divergence, but on one particular indicator which I also used to combine, and that is what I want to be sharing with my students in the challenge program. With that indicator, it will be showing a very clear divergence, indicating there's a chance the market is going to sell from this zone. All right, so maybe at the end of this video I'll find my entry to take some sales once that structure, those confirmations are complete. All right, be taking some sales down, because the market might want to sell back to create a double bottom, then buy massively to grow above this zone. All right, so those are the things we have to look out for. Just understand price action, learn how to mark your zones correctly, learn how to draw your trend lines correctly, understand market structure, the direction of the market, and all those. It will really help you succeed. So you can be doing this for different time frames, so you can just decide to be going to different time frames. In the next few, how many minutes? In about 27 minutes from now, we'll be the next 4-hourly candlestick will start. I mean, the current 4-hourly candlestick will close. All right, so the next 4-hourly candlestick, from there you can just go to different time frames to see, is the market on the zone? Did the last 4-hourly candlestick close on a zone where it is supposed to reverse, or where did it close. So if you can find any pair where the market, the current four candlestick will be closing on the zone, then you check your MACD to see if there's going to be a divergence, and also confirm some other price action patterns on the on that around that zone. Then you should know the market is ready to sell from that zone. The market will be selling from that zone. Right now, in the 15 minutes time frame, you can see there's a little drop here, a little spike. So you can just keep checking, keep looking at the 1 hourly time frame. It shows a nice rejection, but the market has not completed yet. You still have about 26 minutes to go. So from there, you will know if the market is actually going to sell, and if it wants to sell, it will sell very nicely, guys. It will sell very nicely. All right. So if you can be doing this on all pairs, for example, let's check another pair. Let's quickly check another pair. Let's quickly check another pair. All right. Sorry for that. Let's quickly check another pair. Maybe crash 500. Okay, you see crash 500 actually bought from a zone. You see this is a zone here, and whoever saw this opportunity must have made so much profit. Let's see on the daily time frame. Okay, you see yesterday's market closed on this zone where it bought from previously, and then on if you use your MACD, you might see a divergence there, or something, or a convergence, something that it tells you, okay, the market is actually going to buy. Then if you go to the 4 hourly time frame, you can see there was a rejection. You see how the market rejected this zone. That's why I say if you understand price action, you combine with this, you make so much profit. You can see the rejection here, another rejection to the market. But so all these are very important. All right, all these are very important. And trust me, if you go to a much lower time frame, like the 1 hourly time frame, you will see the market was nicely creating lower highs and lower lows, and then there is a breakout and the market is buying. So all these things are very important things, guys, to take note of, and you'll be profitable. It requires a bit of practice. Just keep practicing. Don't be in a hurry to make the profit. Learn first, get the knowledge, then practice and understand it, make some good money, guys. All right, so there's a link in the description of this video that takes to my Telegram channel. You'll find the link for the challenge program right there. Then also, if you want to enroll in my one-on-one mentorship, then I recommend that if you want us to schedule your classes according to you, how it favors you, then to take time to teach you so they have enough time to interact with me, to learn learn more, learn well. Then you need to enroll in my one-on-one mentorship. All right, and I take only a few students in a space of 1 month. All right, so if you have if you need that, contact me. Then my contact is there still in that same Telegram group once you get there. And like this video, subscribe to this channel, and share your thoughts in the comment section, guys. See you in my next video.